What is a content creator? We hear that term more and more. You didn't hear that term 10 years ago. Content creator. What is that? Content is such a broad term. It kind of boggles my mind that it's so common. Okay, content. There's content in this bag. What's the content in this bag? What are the contents of my jar? It's actually tea. This is my content. Content is just messaging. That's it. It's digital messaging on the internet these days. Writing, that can be video, that can be writing overlaid video, that can be audio, podcasts, right? Content, it's what is being said. So we could also call it digital messaging, storytelling, all kinds of content. There's content about cooking, there's content about physical health, there's content about mental health, spiritual health, there's content about online business, there's content about content. That's what I talk about. I talk about creating content. But seriously, it's the messaging that goes with an idea, a mission, a purpose. People are starting to realize the power of online content, online videos, online writing, blogs, social media reels, YouTube videos, video sales letters, landing pages. Content, it's everywhere. It's what you consume. It's the information that you consume. We're all addicted to content. How many of us spend so much time of our day scrolling on one of these things just to find something that inspires us, entertains us, educates us? Those are the three pillars of content. If you're going to have engaging content, you need to inspire, entertain, educate, or all three, or a combination of them. Those are the pillars of content. And so it's a very broad term, but you are someone that wants to share your own messaging online. You can drill down into your exact interests and passions and skill sets and create content about that. It really is that simple. You just talk about the things that you enjoy, the things that interest you. If you have a problem or a challenge, you can vent about it. You can be a little bit angry with your content even, and it's still going to inspire someone. If you vent about a problem, there will likely be an audience of people, a community of people that share a similar problem. They're going to resonate with you venting about that problem. But here's where you really stand to step one up and improve your own life. When you vent about your problem, your challenges, your obstacles in life, and then you think about a solution for how you can overcome it, and you share that, you document that process, people are going to want to follow that. They're going to want to follow along because they're going to want to overcome that problem too. Also, they may just like your personality and your style, and they want to see your journey and see you overcome your hurdles in life. One of my role models is Dan Coe, and he said it really well. He was talking about Twitter, but this goes for any social media platform. Social media platforms are a public journal. It's a place for you to share your inner experiences. You can go as far as you want with that. You don't have to share your deepest inner emotional turmoil or how your relationship ended so badly last time. You don't need to go into all those details. But you can share the things you're working on. You can share your goals. You can share how you're trying to incorporate more of your own interests and passions into your life, what you do. A lot of times a lot of us end up with a job and responsibilities that make us think that we need to push our passions and our interests away. We need to do them at another time. It's like, no, I need to be responsible right now. I can't work on that project or that idea, or I can't learn that new skill right now. That makes me upset because life is short. Life is meant for us to enjoy and challenge ourselves and grow. But if we have something that we are naturally drawn to, a curiosity or an interest or a skill set, we are naturally drawn to that. The universe wants us to pursue that. So if we get stuck in the mindset where we say, no, I can't work on that because I need to focus on this job right now, paying my bills. I get it. That's a challenge. That's hard. But there are solutions. It's not a lost cause. There are solutions to incorporate more of those things that you want out of life, those things that you are drawn to. And if you start talking about those things, you're going to naturally be drawn to wanting to discover a solution to do more of those things. And you're going to be able to draw in an audience, a following of people that want to learn about that same problem, that same solution, and how you can manifest these things in your life. It's about mindset and consistent effort and showing up for yourself. For example, I used to really want to write. I was really into writing and discussing ideas with the written word. I self-published 2 books, and then I was kind of broke at the time of the second publication. I had not been prioritizing a job. That's important. You do need to make money. But you can make money talking about the things that you want to do, doing the things that you want to do. I had quit writing altogether. I said, why write? It takes too much time. I need to be making money. Blah, blah, blah. Excuses, excuses, excuses. I was unhappy with my data job at a school district. I was not fulfilled. I was not using my natural skill sets. And then I got a job that allowed me to start writing again. It wasn't creative writing, but I was writing blog posts and newsletters, which is a valuable skill. And I was organizing ideas into the best presentation possible that's going to convey an emotional response and teach people something. So I was reconnected with this natural skill set. It did that for a bit. It took a while still because I'm stubborn, and I had gone deep on my cynicism towards writing, my self-imposed apathy, which was really not true. I was just lying to myself to avoid pain, the pain of trying to start again. But I was still reading. I was still jotting down ideas. I was still drawn to writing. And I started writing short stories again, nonfiction this time. My first books were fiction, but they were still projections of my own problems and experiences. And so I just started writing these short stories, and that eventually turned into an idea for a nonfiction book that's a collection of stories. And then I also said, hey, I want to start my own business. I need to start sharing my ideas, the things that I'm interested in, the problems I'm overcoming. And so I started a blog. I literally just started writing. It took a while. I spent a long time on one, but one of my first ones was about what I just described, rising from your creative rut. How do you come out of that? If you're interested in that, I made a YouTube video about that. You can check it out. It's linked on the screen. You can also read the blog post on my website, bradysnow.com. You scroll to the bottom of the archives, which are the letters, which are the blog posts. It's called archives. It's at the bottom. I think it's number 2. It's called Rising from a Creative Rut. But yeah, check that out. I encourage you to rise from your rut. It doesn't have to necessarily be an artistic creativity, but it could be something that requires you to be more creative with your life. Doing some other activity that gives you meaning, fulfillment, purpose. That's not just your day job and then coming home and watching Netflix. I encourage you to bring something else into manifestation in your life. I really think you're going to be more fulfilled and happier in the long run if you can bring something in. If you want to become a content creator, aka a writer, a digital video maker, a coach for other people about that thing that you are interested in, that you are passionate about, I encourage you to start posting content online. It will change your life. I promise you. May not be consistent right away. Don't worry about it in the beginning. Just make sure that you keep showing up for it and sharing your interests and your passions and your skills. It really will change the way you think about your life. And if you remain consistent at it, it will change how you live your life and what you are able to do and accomplish in your life. I promise you. People doubt it. There's a lot of skepticism about the creator economy, but we have the tools and the resources to share our digital messaging, our stories with the world on a grand scale for extremely low cost. It costs nothing to have a social media account, and you probably already have a phone. That's all you need. That's all you need to get started. If you prefer to write, just write. Post that too. You're good. The content creator explosion is here to stay. I wouldn't be surprised if you start to see more and more people who say, oh, I'm a content creator. That's what I do for a living. Hopefully they get a little more broad, they get a little more specific with it. They say what they do. I create content about this, this, and that. I'm a creative coach. That's what I am, by the way. I self-declared creative coach, but I can help you. I've helped some friends out before with their own content journey, and I want to share what I have learned from my own journey and inspire more people to take on this challenge of overcoming their problems by creating content about the things that they are interested in. You can make an entire living around that. You'd be surprised. There's people who just post cooking content, knitting content. There's a guy, Paul the trombonist. I see his ads. He's a musician, but he also trains people about how to sell their musician knowledge and make it a business. There's dating advice, just about anything. There's paragliding content. Musicians are getting their music out there. Writers are getting heard. They just start posting. That's it. That's all you gotta do. So I encourage you to just start posting. Go ahead, do it. Also, if you want to join my Content Creator JumpStarter Challenge, you can sign up below. It's going to help you jumpstart your content creation and get talking about the things that you are most interested in and allow you to start growing your audience. So that link is in the description below as well. Thanks for tuning in. Again, let me just say it one more time. Just post it. Just post it. Who cares what people think? If you're afraid of what people will think, check out my other videos linked on the screen here. It's about overcoming your fear of posting online. Just a short little speech from me, from yours truly, about just getting over it. Just don't worry what people are going to think. Do it for yourself. Your future self will thank you, I promise. Thanks for tuning in. Hit subscribe so you don't miss future videos, and I'll see you on the next one. Goodbye.